I'm back. I just don't have good service, not that good service. And I wasn't going to come back, but I might as well. But like I was saying, the person that edits my videos, like he pretty much keep me in check when it comes down to saying certain stuff because I can have diarrhea of the mouth sometimes and I say stuff and I'm just like, I don't even know what I'm saying sometimes, or I'll say it, I'm like, dang, I shouldn't have said that. So like he helps me with that, which is a good thing. One that I think that like not constantly him to even edit my videos, but I have to learn myself and just to know like I really think about what I say before I say it. But I don't know if I'm gonna do like recorded videos or if I should just go live because it's more convenient. And it's like whoever we get on my lives, I'm actually interacting with, and it's not just like in the comments. Like I'm actually like it's live and direct or whatever. So I'm thinking about that. Like I said before, my last live, just maybe a mukbang. I don't know, but I know that I'll do something that's more fun, like to really get to know me. Maybe I don't want to stray away from my mission and to helping people. Hey, Kate, I'm sorry about the live. It was just acting stupid. I didn't want to be like buffering and not. I'm talking. I'm not. Yeah, but yeah, I was just talking about like videos and why I haven't been uploading and stuff like that, which is videos, which is a good and bad thing. Thank you. It's hard because like dang, like who really like I'm not saying like who's really gonna watch. People gonna watch if they want to or if they see fit. But it's like I don't want to I'm not gonna say that either because if I have subscribers, if people that just subscribe to me, if they don't stay subscribed to me, that means it wasn't meant for them to stay subscribed to me. But I feel like it's bringing awareness to certain situations is kind of difficult, but it's needed because there's not a lot of people that do that, which is a bad thing, kind of, but then it's a good thing for me because anyone that can think like I you as a person as well, and the genuine support is not like fake or anything like that. It's like genuine support. Yeah, no, I just got to come up with some videos to do. Like on my like first real live that I did, I was answering questions and stuff like that, but it wasn't. I mean, I wasn't worried about the amount of people that was on it, but I was just like, it wasn't that many people, and it's like I think one person was asking me questions, and it was like I don't know. I guess you run out of questions, especially if you just the only one asking questions. So I just started like randomly talking, and then I went on. I did think I did a tag or something like that. But yeah, I need to figure out some videos to do, or even go live and figure out some videos to do or lives to do. That's getting to know me more. Right? I know it's like I'm so awkward sometimes. So it's like, and I'd be laughing at myself. I'm like, is anyone gonna watch? But if someone's gonna watch, they're gonna watch. So I'm learning to not even worry about if I have any views or not, because eventually someone's gonna watch. If not, then it's whatever. But it's kind of hard at the same time, because like I'm running out of things to talk about. I don't want to be sitting here like, okay, don't mind the noise if you hear that. I can be so I don't know. My shyness gets in the way sometimes. I have the window open. Yeah, the window's open and they're just the summertime. It's summer, summer break, and the kids are. Hopefully, it's a kid, not an adult. I don't know. That would be pretty weird. They're laughing. Oh, okay. Other than that, I did today, I went to church. I came home. I took a nap, and then I went to the store, and I'm just back, just relaxing. What did you do today? Oh my gosh, this is like I don't even know them, but it's kind of embarrassing. I know it'd be like, what the hell's going on? Me, I'm nosy, but I try not to be that. I'm not gonna say I try not to be that nosy, but it's like, what the heck? At the most inconvenient time when I'm live, and it's like, what? I'm trying to listen, but I don't. Like, I don't know. I already said something, but I don't want to like sound like I don't know judgment, like not judgmental, but like I don't know. Oh my gosh. The couples that fight. It'd be like, dang, it'd be the funniest to like what did you do? It's funny. Right, because you don't want to like look out the blinds if your blinds are closed, because like, oh, like, or whatever. So you just got like, that's what I used to do too. I took a nap earlier. I'm still sleepy. It was good. The main message it was talking like since it's Father's Day or whatever. The pastor was talking about. I actually took notes. He was talking about like what was it? I'm trying to figure out the scripture without getting up, but I think I'm gonna have to get up. But I don't want to like. Yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is so frustrating. Okay, I'm back. Okay, and like the pastor was pretty much talking about like there's no perfect person or of course not like no perfect person or a father because he was talking about Father's Day and I I'm not gonna do read all of it but it's a man isn't born he's raised that he's having a child and he's like I'm gonna like this you have to be determined to do what you have to let's see you have to the path of like God and just knowing Him, and then you have to have the balance between the world, like knowing what to do and what not to do, and just having that balance. Um, Hopefully, I'm still here. Um, it says real man like looking for Jesus, and living for Jesus. Um, Trust Jesus as his Lord and Savior. Um, you have to have a backbone to do what's right despite of others and lets his life shine for God. And God searches the heart of a person and not the measures of the outside appearance. Like is to let him live and learn. So pretty much you're just talking about how to work kid and yeah, about God and Jesus. I think that's what I got from it. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. And he was talking about because it's hard life and whatever, whoever's in their life, and it's like sometimes you have that one parent that's talking down on that parent. He was like, don't do that. Let them, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, which is hard. And oh my gosh, this one lady was like something about celebrating the fathers and blah blah blah. He was and this lady was like, well, some mothers are mothers and fathers. I'm just like, oh my gosh, but it's not. He's not talking about. It was so crazy. Right, right. It's like sometimes you know what's right, but it's like the wrong thing might be fun to do, or because someone else is doing it, it's like, well, I might as well, which is hard. And that's like at the same time talking about it's about that balance of God and the world. Man, church was great. I was talking about like a man's desire is to love God and do the will of God and leave a good legacy. Yeah. I always take notes, and then I'm like, I don't even see him. Some like not see him, but like can't read my own handwriting sometimes, or be like doing it so fast. It's yeah. This buffering thing is I don't know if it's buffering on your end, but it's irritating me. Right, and that's like okay, and that situation is like touchy for me because mm, with if he were my father, but like I know that everyone goes through things to make them the person that they are, but it's about overcoming it and just doing what's best for your kids. And yeah, I'm not gonna get in that topic, but nope. Like I feel like no parent is perfect, or no one's perfect, or like we have our hey, like with Stephanie, like we all have our ups and downs, or we all like, oh, well, I know what not to do and what not to be a when a parent wise when we have kids, and then it's like something happens, or like you make a mistake, or whatever the case is that makes you. I don't know. Like I don't. I don't have the best relationship, and it's like, and I try not to let the past like make me like feel a certain way, but it's like I can't erase the things that has been said. You know, it's like right. It is. It's like they only think about that, or it's not they think about it, or like it's the so I don't know. It's like it's hard for some people to balance that out because I've seen people or know people that have been on whatever they was on or doing their thing, but they were still considered like good parents. They took care of their kids, and there's others where it's like you're not. I don't feel like they're necessarily saying forget my kids, but actions are saying forget my kids, and then you grow, and then their kid grows up thinking that the absent parent is not that they don't love them and they don't want them. It's so much, and it's just like If people could understand, or just to like step back from their situation and see how they're treating their kid, or see what they're doing that's hurting their kid. Like I can say all day, like, oh, how can you not see your kid? How can you not be there for your kid? And then it's like, see, yeah, it's like if you don't get the necessary help that you need to get for whatever addiction it is, it's like you're gonna lose everything. It doesn't matter if you get into another relationship or if you have more kids, you're gonna lose everything. You're gonna miss out because you can't let go of that, or even balance it out. Right. People are like, oh, there's no such thing as addictions. Addiction is not a disease. Blah blah blah. It is. It really is, because once you get addicted, you can't let go of that addiction, whatever it is. It's like it doesn't matter what you do or what you have to try so hard, and you have to be determined to do better and want better for that. And people do not understand that. I get so angry because I have so many people that I know that have been addicted to drugs or alcohol or other things, and it's just like, how can someone be so, like, in a sense, heartless to think that addiction is not a disease? If that was the case, they would stop. But they're like, oh, they don't want to stop. They want to keep. People battle with their addictions for so long before they finally get it together, or they just die with that addiction. I guess you have to, I feel like people have to have an open mind to really understand addiction. The same thing with like my situation. You have to like be like, dang, well, if this wasn't that, if they really didn't have their parents in their life, or they didn't know how to be a father, like how can it's all, like you said, it's a cycle. Right. Yes. It's like a family member, like people would tell them like, oh well, you're doing like, oh blah blah blah, and it's like you have to want it. You have to want it for yourself. You have to get sick and tired being sick and tired, pretty much. It's a cycle. It's really a cycle. Like if someone doesn't know how to be a parent, and their parents didn't raise them, or their father wasn't there for them, how can they be there for their kids? It's a cycle. Even if like they have it in their heads that I'm gonna be a good father, I'm gonna be that father that my father wasn't, and then they get lost in the sauce pretty much, and then it's like I'm just like my dad. And you don't want to be, but it's just like life gets in the way of that. I don't. It's so it gets so deep. It really gets so deep. It's like one of my videos I was talking about hurt people hurt people. Everything is a cycle, but someone has to break the cycle. It's just a matter of when and who's gonna break it. I just try not to get, oh dang. I see certain people that like they have like good relationships with their father, and it's like, dang, how I wish, but sometimes I just don't. I feel like me, that's why I don't want to get hurt or stuff like that. So I just like I keep my guard up. Like I'll talk to my dad and all that stuff, but like I have a guard up, and I don't know if it's because of my sexual abuse or if it's like a combination of things, but I just have a guard up. Right. It's like, dang. Right? Just like someone I know, they were in and out of like foster care. They never really didn't get adopted or whatever, and they don't have that relationship with they don't have they don't have parents or whatever. The father wasn't there. Their mom died, and he's like sometimes like I love like he has a relationship and a bond with my mom, and he's like I wish that your mom was my mom. I'm like, and sometimes me and my mom getting like not into it, but like I feel like I can be snappy sometimes toward my mom, and my attitude like sometimes I don't even know where it comes from because my mom's so sweet, she's so nice, she's like the sweetest person ever, and he's like I would like you. Why are you talking to your mom like that? This is me. Like I came up even saying it's like, why are you talking to your mom like that? Like you only get one mom, and she's. I wish I had my mom, or a mom, or your mom, and yeah, yeah. It's like, dang. I'm like, oh my gosh, I would get to do better. And it's like, it's a cycle, or is this that you just don't think about something like your impulse is like snap, and then someone's telling you like, no, you can't be that way. And I wish it was like that with people telling their friends that they know that are not good. Like, not I'm not gonna say not good fathers, but not there for their kids. Like, you need to be there for your kids. You need to do better, but like you said, they have to want it. It's all a cycle. It's so crazy, but it's like things people don't understand that things get so deep and are so deep, and they just if you don't have an open mind and you really don't think about it, you won't like people won't understand. But yeah, I'm grateful for my mom. She's the best. But yeah, that was that. It wasn't even like I feel like, and even the pastor was saying like when it's Mother's Day, like the church is filled with people, like the kids and all that stuff for Father's Day. It's like pretty much empty. Not empty, but it's not a lot of people. Right. It's like it's hard to be like fully happy or you happy until for a certain extent, and it's like dang, when you want better for the person that you like for your loved one, it's like you can always feel that. Yeah. For me, you know what? I feel like I kind of not block it out, maybe block it out. Right. I kind of block it out, like, or I'll say it like, I know that I called my dad and told him Happy Father's Day. He was on the phone for like less than a minute, maybe a minute, whatever. Told him I love him, and that was that. Now I know if it was like if I wasn't around my mom and it was Mother's Day, that it would be something totally different. Like, hey mom, happy Mother's Day. What you doing? Oh, where you at? Oh, okay. Like it'll be so much more than just Happy Father's Day, Dad. Love you. I don't know. It's just like sometimes like dang, I don't try, and then sometimes it's like maybe I do try, or maybe it's just like I have a guard up. It's so different. It's like I don't know. Sometimes I'm like I think it's not my fault, but it's like maybe I should try more. But then it's like, mm, right. It is like I gotta protect myself. I don't want to get hurt. Like, but I know that it's like you said. It's a different relationship. Everything's just different. I'm just saying right now, like, oh, it sucks. I just want I don't know, I just want not even a perfect, but like a good, really. Yep, that's what it is. That's what it is. I wish that like in your case, like let well not in both let when you let addiction get in the way of your relationships with your kids and people, it's bad. Right. If you see it face like if you see it and it's there, it's like you have to see it, you have to face it like dang, this is it. And if you don't know that is a problem, how can like you said, how can you get help? The first thing of anybody getting help is accepting the fact. Hmm. I've noticed like I just try not to even. I gotta pray more. Like, or even if I don't like do like a heavy prayer about somebody or something like that, it's just like if you can't fix it, you can't fix someone, so you just have to let them go. And if you believe in God and you know that if I pray about it, that eventually that person is going to be okay and blah blah, like you have to let go and let God. That's what I think I do in a lot of situations. Right, right. It's like some of my family members that are still out there just doing whatever, and it's like I'm like, damn, that's going on, like or that, and it's like just gotta pray about it and just hope and pray for the best. That's like the hardest thing to do, but I want to do it. I think I want that for my mom too because like I'm not trying to like get because I don't want anyone to get mad at me, but like when a loved one was locked up in prison or whatever, my mom was just like it was heavy on her, like in a deep and like after a while, she's like I have to let it go. Literally, someone can literally be sick, physically sick because of emotional, and it was I knew it was a change in her, but everyone carry their situations differently. I know I try not to like hold on to stuff, but it's hard when you love someone and they're not all that they can be, and they're not doing what they're like not supposed to do, but they're not doing what's right for them and what's best for them. But yeah, I wish Father's Day was different. Like I know that the fathers be the ones that are I'm not gonna say good because everybody is so different. Like you can't even put every father in a box. Like, cause like every mother, some mothers are. I don't want to say that either, but like everybody's so different. It just depends. And even I know people that happy joy, even if it's not. I'm just like I don't want to fake. Yes, this thing is still saying reconnecting, and it's making me so mad. But as long as it's working on your end, it's fine. But it's just so irritating. Right? Like I don't have this, but I at least have that. Just thankfulness and being grateful. Because if you worry about what you don't have, it's like you're gonna be miserable. Hmm. Like I know, like you know that you love your dad, and that nothing's gonna change that. But you can't change him. So as long as you're happy and everything's good on like on yourself wise, then that's it. How do you feel about the single mothers? Oh my god. that that say like they give themselves a shout out because they're like saying that they're a single mother and they're a mother and a father. How do you feel about that? I don't even want to get into it. I don't know why I even said it, but it's like I don't know how to feel about it. I don't. True. That's really true. It's like I was like I can't even speak on it. I'm like okay, it's like not but it's like I get it. It's not me, so it's like I even if it's like I can put myself in a lot of people's shoes, and it's like I could say what I wouldn't do or wouldn't say, but when you're in that situation, it's like it's rough, it's hard. I feel like when you when you are in a relationship or whatever the case is, and you just like you have so much high hope and expectations, and when it doesn't go through correctly, it's like it's hard. But yeah, off that. I just know there's no perfect person. I know for a fact there's no one that's perfect, and everybody has their downfalls and their ups and their downs, and that's what makes them them. But it's overcoming whatever you're going through. Right, right. It's like okay, I feel you. Um, it sometimes it can be like irritating, like or not irritating. I can't even describe it as like okay, instead of necessarily like even saying bad things or there, instead of bashing, just like not even say anything, don't even give them the inner. The post can go, or they're still being crazy. Okay, I was saying I feel like it doesn't irritate me so much. Is if what irritates me is when the the mother and it's so, like bashes. Like you can have your piece, you can say what you want to say, but and you could even give yourself a shout out for being there, like the mother and the father. But when you give into the negative energy, it's like why even give them the energy to even say anything towards them, and it could be just all about you. But like you were saying, every situation is different. It's a lot of things can play a big part in why someone says or do a certain like stuff. So it's like it doesn't necessarily bother me, but it's just like just like today, like I was saying in church, the pastor was talking about the fathers, like, not being feel like the church not feel how it would be for Mother's Day, right? And so like the lady spoke up and said, "Well, some mothers are mothers and fathers," and I'm just like, "But he's not talking." And it was like everybody was just like looking like, I don't even. It was so like I couldn't believe that she said it, but at the same time, just like it was crazy, and it's true. But given into the the energies, it's like I don't know. But I'm not in their shoes, so I don't know. Maybe I always like look at it like, dang, would I be like that if I was a single parent and the father isn't there? Like, would I be like that, or how would it be? Like, I try to put myself in others' shoes. So I don't even think. Right. It was just like, and when I mean like, it's so weird how I am because I get embarrassed for other people. It's so crazy. I was just like, I was looking around. Everybody was like looking, and I was looking at my family members, and it's because I know the lady, so I was just like, wow. And then I just like whatever. Everyone's different. Everyone's situation is different. I respect it, but it's like I don't know how it would be if if I was in their shoes. So it's like I don't say much. I don't judge. It's just, yeah. Because I know it's hard for even true, like, it just caught me so off guard. It was like, oh, okay, okay. And, yeah. Oh, but, no one's perfect. So I just, and even the people that I know, it's crazy because sometimes we have high hopes and expectations for people. Like we know their potential and they don't even know their own potential. Yeah, it does. It's like, okay, it's so many people that can't even, like, what about the sacrifices that those single mothers have to deal with and you just lie, like, living your life? Mm-hmm. Right? And it's crazy because I know maybe the fathers, the absent fathers, don't even see it that way. And it's all about ones, the fathers that are trying them. It's so much. It gets, I don't know. It's like, I feel like if I was with someone that had kids before me and they weren't in their kid's life, I don't, I don't think that I would want to be with them. If I push them, like, well, why don't you see your kids? Are you going to get your kids? This and that. Like, I'm trying to push them to be there for their kids. And they're like steady, like fighting me with seeing their own kids. I don't think I could be with them. That's just me. Right? And it's not like you're even like you said survive. You're not even living. They're not even living. They're just surviving. Because what about you have to get two jobs or even three just to provide for your kids or whatever, and you don't even see your kids like that because you're working. So it's now like you don't have the kids don't have no parents in a way. Because one parent is really going out there, don't want to be there, not sacrificing anything. Is that one parent that wants to do everything for their kid and make sure their kid has the best life possible. It's so hard. I just got the chills just even thinking about it, and I get emotional. It's like it goes so it's so much to it, and now it's like me even thinking about it and even talking about it, I understand why single mothers get these own shout outs. It's crazy, but like you said, it is real. It's real. It's super real. So how was your day? What did you do today? Okay. I really didn't. After church and all that stuff, I didn't even do anything. I was so tired. It was crazy. I was just tired. Well, that's good. I haven't been out to eat, like really out to eat with family in a while. Yeah, that would be nice though. And I was just saying, like, after I get off, I'm going to probably just relax and probably go back to sleep. I I love pizza. Pizza is my favorite food, and then it's like the soul food. Like, oh my gosh, I haven't had that in a long time. It's crazy because I'm a picky eater. I don't like onion. Like now I'm just getting over. Like I just pick the onion off. If it's like I don't know. It's weird because if I have onion on my sandwich, I don't want it after that because it's like I still taste the onion. I'm weird. I like food, but I'm just picky. And it irritates me to go. And I was so scared. I was scared. I was like, not even a panic. Like, it was like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I want to, okay. And then it was okay, but it was still like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just did that. What's your favorite food? Oh, well, I was saying that I tried guacamole. I think that's how you say it for the first time like a few weeks ago, and I was so scared to try. I was like, I don't want to do it. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I don't want to do it. I don't. Want to I never. What? I don't think I've ever heard of that or tried. I know it was okay, but then it was like, I don't know. I was just like, oh my gosh, I liked it, but I don't know. I gotta try it again. Maybe if I try it for a second time, I'll be good. But I'm just so. It makes me mad that I'm so picky. Cause like the people burgers be looking so good. Oh, okay. Well, that sounds good. That sounds good. I want to visit Canada one day. Like I really